Okay, now we'll finish this up. Where we're at, we're interrupted is we'll come up here and we're just going to select a material to go on this. It don't really matter to me what you choose. I'm gonna pick green polished, and I don't know, but I'll go with it. I've saved the drawing, and it's CAD201-28, or the model. Now I'm gonna go over to the drawing, and you know, we have to make a determination how many views we want and how we're going to place this in there. So looking at this, I think I'm going to try 2-to-1 scale. I think I'm going to click this and rotate it, and maybe rotate it this way. That would probably be, say, the top view, and that looks like maybe the bottom view. So, and that could be the top view that I am looking for. Let me look this way. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to go with this one, and I'm going to hit OK. All right, now I'm going to pick this. I'm going to drag it up toward the middle of the drawing, and then I'm going to do projected views. Now in this one, I will need a top view. That looks like a good bottom view to do. And I could do a left view or a right view. I don't need both. I just need one. And I could do that one, and then I could come up here. Now, mind you, there is a larger circle here, and then I'm going to come up here. I'll right click and create. Now up here I'm going to right click and edit that view. I'm going to go back down to a 1-to-1, and I'm going to add the color to it, and I'll hit OK. And I'll just sort of drag it up there and get out of the way, but it gives us an idea in 3D what to look like. Okay, now that we got these placed here, I'm going to go, I think I'm going to drag these over this way a little bit, and then I will drag this one in this area as well. Then we'll come up to annotation. First thing, let's get the center mark, and then just pick the circles. Here, pick the big circle, and those center marks are going out just fine. Now, you see that there are no hidden lines. So we're going to come back in here where the red marking is. Well, I guess I need to escape first, and then come up here, right click, and I'm going to edit the view. And notice that there's 3 of these here. There's the hidden lines and hidden lines removed. I'm going to put the hidden lines back in. They're important. I'm going to hit OK, and now they've showed up. Then you can click the center line here and go from here to here. Well, we don't want that, and I didn't know it could do that way. So pick the bisector again. Well, just got to come back down here. Edit the view. I guess it went back too far, and click that and OK. All right. Now we'll pick the centerline bisector. When you pick here, what I had done, I picked the middle where the green, don't do that. Move off of it, select it, and it puts the center marks in properly. Okay, so the right view's done. And we're looking at the front view. That top view is done there. And we'll get all 3 of these. Okay, those are done. Now, looking at the bottom, yeah, here we'd have a view right through there. It's looking good. Now notice the large circle here, it's shown in hidden line type. And that's because it's the large circle on the top. Okay. Now, mind you, we don't have to have the entire views here, just what's there, but this looks good. So now we'll come up here, we'll get this one, got that. And I think that's it. Now, the next thing is what we're doing here in this chapter is we are dimensioning. So we're going to go with text and dimension, but also before we do anything, come up here, application options. Now we got that. Make sure your name is in there. So we can close that out and go to document settings and click here where it says active standard and come up here where it says default standard ANSI millimeter and then apply that and close it. So now when we dimension, our dimensions will be metric. So we'll go back to annotate and then we'll go to dimension. Okay. Sometimes the side view's there, not to dimension, but we'll see as we get there. I always like to start on the front view. Now, mind you, you like to keep all your dimensions between the views if possible, but that's not always possible. Now, there's different ways to dimension. So here, I'll come over from here and go to the green dot on the end. I'll move up till it first starts, and that's 20 millimeters. Okay, and then I'll come over here and I'll come this way. Now that should have been 40, so I've missed something. Not real sure how I did it. Okay, that should read 40. I'm positive I entered it at 40, but you never know. Okay, now I could dimension from here, but I think I'll just wait. Now, from here, you always want to dimension where the object is shown as true shape and true size. And also, like this one, it's the one farthest out, projecting out, and that's where you want to start. And when it stops, click on it and hit OK. And then next, we come from here to the edge here. Now this is known as baseline dimensioning because I'm starting them all at one point there. Okay, and then from here all the way up, that would be 65. Okay, next, watch this. I could put this dimension in here and it reads 30 millimeters, or I could come up to hole notes, hole and thread notes, click this, and notice the difference. It's got a diameter of 30, just like it, but it also says through. It tells us that if we'd have just made a circle and extruded it and subtracted it, then you'd have to come back and typed in 30. So I'm going to click here and delete that. This is the correct note that we would have. So for my front view, those would be correct. Now for my side view, I can also go from here to here and let you know that that's 15. I could have also brought that down, but with baseline dimensioning, you start everything from here. So that looks pretty good there. So now let us zoom into the top view. This is what we'll be doing. And in the top view, we would probably go from here to here. It'll also be 20. Yep. And then from here to here, should have been 40. But also from here to here, and notice I'm not going to bring it out that one, we'll bring it out with the other one. And then we'll hit OK. And we could do overall, but we really couldn't put it in here unless we move the drawing up some. And then we could go from here all the way over to there. And it's a combination of baseline and sort of chain at the same time. Now, again, this is the top view, so I'm going to go up with the whole notes. And in the top view, it just shows this one, but there's a circle inside there. That's because you can see right through the big one and see the little one down there. So we'll come through here and Now, mind you, I made that 16 inches deep. It actually should read through all. And so I'm like, edit the whole note. And so it's got the depth there, but I'm going to say with my caps on through also, and then hit OK, and it changes. Okay, it's just like that. It's just that easy. Okay, now the depths on these, see, I can see this better as true shape and true size, so I'm going to click here and go here, and it's showing that that's 10. And the next part will go to here, and that's 50. And then the next part, it's going to go all the way. But also there's a distance. So I'm going to go from here over, we'll go here and line them up, and then put that dimension in at 30. Okay, we definitely have different options, but look at this. The smallest dimension goes first, and the longer they are, the farther out they go. A rule of thumb is that the first dimension comes 3/8 of an inch away, and then every other inch is offset 1/4. However, with unidirectional dimensioning, which we can do, we have to space it differently. And also, like Inventor here, it has presets of its own. Okay, so looking at the right view, everything that we see here, it's over here. It's looking good. I could put the fifth, I believe it's 65. Now 55 up here and the 50 down here. I could do that, but we're not going to. Now here, we're going to dimension the 3 on the bottom. And so I'll come up here and go to here. I'll go up one more because we have an extruding part out. Then we'll go from here to here, and that's 30. Then we'll go from here to here, and that's 30, okay. And we'll go from here over to here, and we'll put that up. Now, if I put the 100 here, I don't need to put it here, so I think I'll come back and I'll pick it and I'll delete it. Well, gotta hit escape first, then do that. If I put them on both, that's called superfluous dimensioning. We really don't want to do that. So this has our location dimensions. Remember, dimensions do two things. They locate something, or they give you the size of something. Okay? And so next, we'll come back to dimension. Do we need to do this here? Well, it's up there. So we'll just start from here, and we'll go to here. Locked it in at 20 millimeters, and from here to here, that's 40. And then from here, we'll come up, we'll move it out like that, and we'll cancel that. Don't want to do that. Why don't we want to do that? Because we want the whole note, Holden thread note. Clear this, move that there, and lock it in. And then we will click, right click, I'll hit OK, right click, and I want to edit it. If not, I'll just have to add some text into it. And so click, right click, edit the note. And from the end of it, we'll say enter, and then we'll go 3 places, or it could be ×3. There's different ways to do that. So we'll hit OK, and it pops in there. Now, this is the proper way to dimension that. In this orthographic view, you have 4 necessary views. Then you come down here to the title block. And mind you, we can create our own title block. We'll come up here to text, and it's like a word box that you do in Microsoft Word. Make sure your caps lock is on. And for this lesson, type in Southeast Kentucky, enter, community, ampersand, technical college, and then hit middle and center, and it looks really good. And then come here where the title's at, and we'll do another box. And this one, tell you what, let's do. Let's call it P7-22. We don't have a name for it. And then call it dimensioning. And then highlight it. And then we'll do a middle, center, and change the text height to 6.1. And OK. And then make sure you come up here and hit that little diskette and save it. And we're going to save this one. It is 28. And there we go. It pops that in there. Come over here. Now make sure when you're done, print that off, put it in your portfolio. Also email it to me and upload it on Blackboard so it may be graded. Thank you.